we got some news on the potential Moon Knight Season 2 location shift and a major shift in terms of what they're going to be doing in the MCU. So let's get to all that, and of course, possible spoilers, but this has been out there, so I don't think it's really a giant spoiler. Well, one of the things might be, but we'll talk about that. Okay, first and foremost, according to reports, Moon Knight Season 2 is looking like they're trying to cut costs in terms of locations. And the opportune way apparently they're going to do this is by moving Moon Knight Season 2 to New York. Now, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense because New York is expensive to shoot at, but if they were to do some basic shoots around New York, some second unit stuff, and some shots that set up, hey, look, we're in New York, right? But then transition over to actual close sets, whether it's in Atlanta or whatever, and finish it off, that could subsidize a pretty decent amount of, well, it could cut costs. Let's just be real. They would save a good amount of money by doing it that way, so this might be why they're doing it. And reportedly, while we are going to focus on Jake as the primary, the others will appear. We're not completely ditching Egypt. We're still going to show you some stuff there. We're also going to show you some stuff in London, but the primary story will be in New York to apparently connect Moon Knight more to the other Marvel characters, because his show was kind of so set away from everybody that it almost felt like it wasn't a Marvel show. And again, this is a good call. But to me, what really stuck out to me, and this might be a spoiler, so I guess you can walk away now, is that apparently they're doing this because this is a way to speedrun to the Midnightsons meeting and possibly having him interact with other street-level characters. So for example, hey, you're in New York, you're gonna run into Daredevil. Hey, we're also setting up all these other projects over here. Don't worry, because you're on this side of the globe now. Possible to add more cameos and crossovers to build you up so you can appear in the next Avengers film and the next giant crossover. So in a way that they're sort of looking at this as maybe a cost-cutting season, but also a season that connects everything, just because they realize that, hey, we got to get this character more connected to the MCU. Putting them in New York puts them right there in the center of tons of the action and characters that are running around, and the possibilities for cameos and crossovers and eventually building up the Midnightsons all make sense. My big worry is how much of a time gap do we have, and what exactly is going to happen between season 1 and 2 that takes the character from London and Egypt all the way to New York to justify just this as the primary, right? What's going on? And as I said before, I would love it if honestly they threw a giant curveball at all of us, and Avengers Tower was not the Fantastic Four's Baxter building, but make that Spector Corp. That would be a twist that I don't think a lot of people see coming, and then that puts Moon Knight literally in the dead center of New York. So what's your guys' take on this? What's your feelings? Let me know down below.